to overcome it.
Just don't be afraid of the future. Go out into the unknown and try.
Nobody should have to feel like they're not wanted for something that they can't control.
It's like I am embracing my inner self.
It's about building something that you're going to eventually look back on and be proud of.
These are bonds that can never be broken. I'm never going to forget these moments. It's a beautiful thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Special Olympics Unified East Rocket League Championship. We're headed out to the great state of Oklahoma for this best-of-7 matchup between Broken Arrow High School and the Bulldogs Gold of J High School. I am your host, Skiz, joined alongside my good friend Pyro, and we have a great event here hosted and helped by Special Olympics. So Special Olympics is making the world a more inclusive place, one for people with and without intellectual disabilities. The students of Special Olympics Unified Champion Schools work together to ensure that everyone has the right to play, learn, and live together in schools and communities across the country. They are the unified generation. What a great video. What a great day for some Rocket League. Pyro, I hope you're as excited as I am.
Oh, I am. You know, I love Rocket League Skids, and you know, you have to love this program as well from the SOUCS. They're all about promoting social inclusion, a program that's been around since 2018. They cater towards students from pre-K to university students. They're making an impact that is so broad, and we get to see it here live for some esports action. It's going to be good Rocket League, and you already introduced the teams as well. School coming in as the 4 seed, and they actually toppled the 1 seed in round 2 to get here of the finals, but they're going to be going against the number 7 seed J High School.
Yeah, the Bulldogs Gold. Some would say a Cinderella story coming in from that bottom side of the bracket. And all of the high seeds getting knocked out here. You mentioned the 4 versus the 7. So this is really going to be anybody's game today. We do have a best of 7. First to 4 is going to be end up your victor for the state of Oklahoma.
Yeah, so it's going to be a test of endurance for these teams. Best of 7, that is a long way to go for Rocket League. But we only have a short while before the match, folks. We're going to take a quick look at the video message. This one brought to you by Champions of Change. Did you know in March, Special Olympics celebrated Spread the Word Day. This year's theme was Champion of Change. Hear what being a champion of change means to our U.S. youth ambassadors, and you can go to the inclusion pledge on www.spreadtheword.global. Let's take it to that message.
Hi everyone, my name is Kate.
And my name is Sammy.
And we are the unified pair for Southern California's U.S. Youth Ambassadors.
We spread inclusion with our unified clubs to connections that we have every week at our school.
We are champions of change.
This year's theme of Champions of Change reminds me of the importance of advocacy and perseverance in the face of failures, setbacks, or any successes you may have when trying to spread inclusion.
Sophia, what does it mean to be a champion of change?
To me, it means advocating for what is right, especially about including people and making people with and without disabilities feel cherished.
I have always looked to the athletes of Special Olympics as champions because they overcome any obstacles that they have faced, and they do it with a smile on their faces.
Being different makes us awesome, makes us who we are, and makes us unique. When you look at the people with disabilities, they have skills that we never known. It's so important to lift up the people who are having a hard time getting involved, impacting their lives, because it helps them to grow in a much better place in this world. And we are unique, and we are awesome, and we are important.
It's a great way for people to empower others and just be who they are and strong, and not
you are capable of changing others just based on who you are.
How do I spread the word in my community?
I spread the word in my community by accepting other individuals just for who they are and really respecting their opinions.
My actions can greatly affect and impact another person's day, and it does change the way that I spread the word because it makes me just think about, how can I be more inclusive?
Some people don't really support like what I'm doing or my idea. I try and listen to them, like their opinions, and try and come up with something that we both like and that we both enjoy.
My partner Joe, for his senior project, he worked with our unified volleyball coach on making a sensory path where a partner and an athlete come together as a pair and they work out together, which it's a lot of fun.
Others could spread the word of inclusion by making a pledge to not let kids with or without disabilities to feel excluded at lunches, clubs, or discussions.
Spreading the word is not just a big thing, it's a huge thing because you're helping a life knowing that their life is going to be something really special in the future.
I think it starts with one. It starts with you, it starts with me, it starts with anybody. Anybody can do it.
These Special Olympics Unified Champion Schools are such a great thing to be put on. These put together two Special Olympic athletes with one unified partner in these Rocket League teams to form this 3v3 matchup that we are going to see today, Pyro.
Yeah, it's an awesome makeup. You have the athlete and the partners teaming up to create success in esports, a thing that we're all so passionate about. You look at both of these teams as well. Their varsity team coaches are the same coaches for their esports teams as well. So this is just high schools that are so committed to the excellency in all of their sports programs, and SOUCS do that to perfection, and that's what I love especially. But I want to talk a little bit about these teams as well, Skids. We're coming in, we talked about them being the 4 seed and the 7 seed, but they're coming in hot. Jay High School especially, they're competing later on in the 2022 USA Games esports program. That competition, these are hard hitters.
Oh yeah, that's not going to be anything lightly. So coming as the 7th seed, but they're going to be heavy hitting coming on in here with Broken Arrow. And so we could see this going all the way. I mean, we haven't gotten the chance to look too deep into the gameplay of these teams, but from this bracket reset, I'm hoping for 7 games, that is.
Oh, we want to go all the way. We want to take it to Champions Field. That's where the players got to ice out. They got to do whatever they can to make it happen. And we talked about Jay High School, but I expect Broken Arrow High School to make things happen as well. This is their first year as an esports team, but they've been around with their Special Olympics program for 4 years now. So you can tell how really tight-knit this group is. And sometimes it's camaraderie that can win out games more than talent.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, it does come down to the camaraderie, to the teamwork. And you mentioned this is Broken Arrow's first year with this program, and it's actually the first year that there is a league for a Special Olympics Unified Program League in the state of Oklahoma, who has had some esports going on since 2020, and they have been playing, actually able to put together a bunch of events during the pandemic as well. And so bringing these competitions now into an organized league has given the opportunity for this championship Wednesday that we see.
Yeah, supported by the scene of Oklahoma. And, we talked about Broken Arrow as well, has a ton of support just from the community through fundraisers to make their program happening. Their athletics department supports them a ton as well. And so what I just love to see is you're seeing the community come together for an awesome cause. And, here in the esports scene, we see it all the time with traditional sports, right? And esports is still more of an up and coming thing, but you can see how passionate people are. You can see it on our faces, and you're about to see it as well with the talent on the field as well. These players, they know what to do.
Oh, yeah. So we are going to toss it to a short intermission while these players are getting loaded up. Hope you guys are as excited as we are. Welcome back. We got Broken Arrow High School and the Bulldogs Gold from J High School geared up and ready to roll for this championship event. We did mention both of these teams in their first year of an esports Rocket League program. And Pyro, how sweet would it be to shoot 1 for 1 and get that championship in year 1?
Oh, to be the first ones to hoist the trophy off of an inaugural program. Truly amazing. I think these teams have already won out with what this program has done for these students, really, and building camaraderie and allowing these players to... You know, we're going to take that journey right to the field as we have Broken Arrow High School versus J High School out on the pitch and ready to make plays. GFSF Odin going to be the first to do that.
Quick goal on the board already from J High School. You're going to see Bulldogs Gold over there in the orange and Broken Arrow in the white. Great way to start off the match. 6 seconds in, we already get a second kickoff.
Bulldogs Gold starting out hot. They are barking and roaring up in the competition, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of what we see out of Odin. Already a sharpshooter. There's one off of the goal line from the crossbar, and Broken Arrow are going to try to mount a counterattack. That's a great shot there from Colum, and we've got an early equalizer.
Look at that, tied up 1-1 already. Colum with a breakaway goal and a nice way to place it in there on the net. They're not going anywhere right away as we are going to get another kickoff here. 4:30 left, and let's see who's going to respond next and get this early lead.
Yeah, you want to see the quick response, certainly out of Broken Arrow. When they come out so fast, you can tell the team wants to be the tone setter. You can tell they want to instill that, yeah, well, they're the 4 seed. Their opponents are the 7 seed, so they want to instill that fact that they are the better team. But you can tell that this one's going to be a back and forth game as, well, the Bulldogs Gold will combat another offensive out of Broken Arrow. A shot will get blocked away as well.
Colum with a nice little aerial trying to snipe that one in there. And we do see Tigers 3 coming on the defense, and Colum able to snipe it there. He missed on the first one, got it blocked, but the second follow-up, great discipline. And that's going to be yet another goal for Broken Arrow.
Ooh, keep your eyes out for Colum as well as this entire team teeing up shots from anywhere on the court. You saw that, Skids, that came from 3/4 down the way of the field. Defenses have to be prepared for anything when you consider shots to be taken from so far downtown. And Bulldogs Gold, will they have the response again? Right now they're working their back line. There's a full punch out to the opposite post. Odin's gonna pick that up though and try to head this downfield.
Colum already got that extra shot here, and GFSF Odin, who did put in that first goal, nice in the corner there. Simp trying to place it in the corner, get good placement for the teammates. A demo coming in from Tigers 3. That's gonna open up the door here for Bulldogs, or for Broken Arrow rather.
Well, and you like to see the physicality come into play. A new game mode coming out for today in Rocket League called Knockout that utilizes all of those bumping and demoing strategies. You see yet another come out from Broken Arrow. Will they be able to utilize that physicality for some more goals? Or will there be another counter for Bulldogs Gold?
Tiger 3 already on 2 demos so far. He's just absolutely eating out there. Colum with the epic save to keep that lead for Broken Arrow. Bulldogs Gold trying to get an attacking front here. Great center there from Odin. Unfortunately, no one was able to put it through. You see Bulldogs 4 hanging out in the back. Great save there, and Tiger 3 with another demo.
Oh my goodness, he is relentless, just eviscerating the competition, right? If there's no defense, then that just opens up the lane for goals, right? It's a proper strategy, but look at Bulldog ready and waiting on the goal line. A great save as well to keep out the shot from Colum. Finally, Colum will be stifled on those long shots.
Yeah, Bulldog is doing a great job there in the goal. That's why there's only one, or that's why they're trying to make the comeback here. We got Pool and Tigers 3 trying to drop on back here. Colum playing a little bit of goalie here for Broken Arrow. Ball's in the center. A little bit scary there as Odin wants to get the second one on the board.
It's very close to it, but now you see Dapple making their way downfield, gonna dump that off, and well, you already see another player coming down the field trying to take a shot. Odin there again. It's brought back in field, and now it's just Colum versus Bulldog on the big counterattack, and there's the shot. It's gonna go right under the crossbar. Perfectly placed by Colum to add to the lead of Bulldog's goal, or Broken Arrow.
Colum with the hat trick, off to a hot start. He's going to be the player to watch there. We've seen him snipe from half court, and now a cheeky little liftoff to get it over the tremendous goaltending on the side of Bulldogs Gold. Now down 3-1, a minute 20 left, hoping to inch their way back and sneak this game number one. Now here on the offense, here is Odin for the follow-up goal. Odin with the second of the game, and that is going to bring it to within one.
Well, you see everyone from Bulldogs Gold kind of swarming the infield. They see the opportunity. It's just about seizing it. And you saw that orbital strike goal explosion come out. That shows you that Bulldogs Gold are here to play. And they want to make this a game, certainly as much as the Broken Arrow team does. It is going to be Colum, though, to try and extend that lead and move downfield. Already teeing it up off the wall for Dadpole.
1 minute remaining. Tigers 3 with another demo. That's going to be 4. Is that going to open anything up on the defense? It does. It allows Odin to clear. Great little counterplay there from 4 to push it in here. D-Simp 4 setting it up well. Can they get the tie and goal? It is punching through it. Bulldogs 4 puts in the equalizer.
Bulldogs 4, the clutch moment from this player. Threads right through the defense and finds the lane, and it couldn't have come at a better time. We're now tied up with just 38 on the clock.
The precision for Bulldogs 4 to get that one through. Oh, now the ball is in Colum's hands. He's dangerous with it. Let's see, we got the corner out this way. A nice little aerial from Colum. Can he get it to the center? Gets knocked out into the corner with Pool over, and now Simp. You see him flying through the air. That's going to give Bulldogs Gold an attacking chance. Beautiful save flying in there from Colum. 15 seconds left. Colum on the counter attack. One man to beat, and he chips it right over the goalie. That's going to be Broken Arrow with their 4th goal of the game, giving them a 1-score advantage with about 12 seconds left.
Broken Arrow Tigers, they don't know nothing other than being in the lead. They take it back, and now it's all about holding on for 10 seconds more. The ball off of center field. D-Sim 4 trying to tee it up, maybe to Odin, maybe to someone from Bulldogs Gold that can take this ball downfield. There's a punch, and the timer doesn't end until the ball hits the ground. There it goes. Broken Arrow hold on to their lead, and the Tigers go 1-0 in this best of 7.
Great game from both sides there. Colum, an absolute monster on the pitch with 4 goals to his name, and great goal-saving abilities from Bulldogs 4 for J High School, but unfortunately just got chipped over one too many times there at the end.
Yeah, the defense looked like a lockdown from the Bulldogs Gold, especially Bulldogs 4 making those plays, but gonna have to make more saves as this series goes on, because you can tell that Broken Arrow team is full of sharpshooters.
Yeah, we've already seen on the pitch so far the skill that these athletes do have. And now we're going to take a little bit to talk about our U.S. Youth Ambassador, Sydney from Massachusetts. She's going to show the importance of Special Olympics unified sports through interviewing students at her former high school. See how sport has the power to bring people together in life. In the
Unified track makes me feel special because some people see me and they're like, oh my God, that kid is so fast. He looks like a great runner.
When I tried unified sports, I actually managed to make friends, and that feeling is more important to me than regular track.
Unified sports makes everybody be able to better their best.
Welcome to Inclusion Weekly, a show about how schools and students are working with Special Olympics to push for equal rights and opportunities for students with intellectual disabilities. Today, we're looking at the important role of unified sports. Unified Sports is a program where sports teams have a combination of people with and without intellectual disabilities, putting them on an equal playing field. It allows students who might typically be excluded to represent their school and be cheered on by their peers. Do you feel included on the Unified Track team?
Of course I feel included because they find me really smart and kind, honest, and I kind of like give them a little boost whenever they're like falling behind.
I do feel included, and I've always liked Unified very much.
I quickly learned how great of a personality everyone's had there, and it led me to realize that I could also be having a great experience by joining Unified Sports.
People in Unified Sports are less likely to experience bullying, and they have a more positive outlook on life.
I have been teased a lot since elementary school, and that like hurts my feelings. Unified Track really did help me a lot. I can hear people cheering for me, and it helps me not think about all the times I had in the past.
To watch the students in both classrooms come together and work together, and it just makes you feel good that we have this opportunity to have these programs here at the high school.
Unified Sports has taught me that anyone can do anything, no matter if you have an intellectual disability or not. If you are interested in Unified Sports, contact your local Special Olympics program and talk to your athletic directors and coaches to see if they can help you start a unified program at your school. It just takes one person to get things moving.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Broken Arrow taking game number 1 by a scoreline of 4-3. And just one standout athlete from that one was Tiger 3, who is senior Keegan Gellner. Got 4 demolitions. I'm sure you heard us say that throughout the entire broadcast. But when he's not demoing people, man, Keegan has a lot of talent. They were talking about before the show how he's been stepping out of his comfort zone and signing up for everything that they've been offering. And even Pyro got a blue ribbon for his dance moves in their recent music performance.
Does it all. A little bit of ballet on the field, a little bit of dancing off the field, all kinds of theatrics and demolitions, sparks, just a ton of goodness here from all the players, and it's a beautiful thing to see. But despite all those demolitions, there was one team that got the win in that last game, and it was Broken Arrow High School. So they have a great start in this series, but Skids, it's a long one. Best of 7, it takes 4 wins to take the championship here.
Yeah, no need to tweak or freak out if you're Jay High School, and thus Bulldogs Gold get a little bit of a mental reset here to come back and take these next 4. Best of 7, you can slip up 1, tune up a couple of things. And, you know, you got Odin, who was their primary goal scorer there, put in 2 in the net, especially that one right off of kickoff. So maybe they can get a little bit of early advantage on that kickoff again.
That's right. That early start, I feel like, was so important for Jay High School, because you're not only setting the tone of the game, you're setting the tone of the series, right? You want to be the team on top. And when you set that initial tone, that first goal is great. And coming off of a clean slate from game number 1, a loss, it's important to come back swinging. So, yeah, keep your eyes out for Odin. That's definitely a player that's going to make it happen. And for Broken Arrow, you're looking at some other hot goal scorers and sharpshooters as well, huh?
Oh yeah, while we're on the topic of goal scorers, we can't skip over Column, right? The man to get the hat trick, the absolute sniper, the net. We're gonna see if he can do it yet again, as we got Broken Arrow with a 1-0 series lead against Bulldogs Gold.
Here we go. Keep an eye out for these players on the esports stadium. It's been amazing to see how esports has kind of shifted Unified Sports and what they do here for this program. Kind of started around when this COVID hit, but they see this esports program just fulfilling so much more value here and bringing a lot to this area, easing tensions between different schools and moving on to different programs. And you can tell the passion. It's happening off the field. It's happening on the field as well. Odin trying to find another goal for Bulldogs Gold, but not around for that one.
Yeah, not at all. And as you're talking, it only took about 15 seconds for Tiger 3 to get his first demo of the game. Not sure if you saw that one, but that one stuck out to me already. And Cullum with a shot on goal already. Let's see if he can take this up the left sideline, utilizing the wall, chipping it up, and they get a stop. Tigers 3 in there, but Cullum, the first one to punch it in here for Broken Arrow.
Well, why not call him? It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count them all. You can do it on your hand here, and he is there for the first goal for Broken Arrow. This is the 4 seed here, Skid. So they're trying to act like the top team here as well. They already took down the number 1 seed in this bracket. Who can't they take down now?
Yeah, they're going to try and knock out the 7th seed here as well, but Bulldogs Gold doesn't want that to happen. But Tigers 3 underneath, and Cullum again on the snipe. We just finished talking about his first goal, and he said, hey guys, I'll give you another one. You like that?
Oh, that's a big one. I will give credit to Turbsky, who was already ascending towards that ball to save it away, but just narrowly missed the save. We are just these moments away from Bulldogs Gold making exceptional plays on the defensive end, and even decent for trying to find the first goal out of Bulldogs Gold, but it'll just barely get saved.
Yeah, Sims already on the attack. He is hungry to put it in the net. Great assist there. And Turbsky, you just mentioned on the defense, puts it through on the offense. Bulldogs Gold getting their first one off of a phenomenal assist from Sim.
Oh, and I love the relentless pressure that's being provided here from Bulldogs Gold. You can easily wait for the save. You can wait for the ball to be cleared and then get that rotation working on offense again. But no, they come in there full force, supersonic speed to get that goal. And you better intimidate that Broken Arrows team, because otherwise they'll just keep scoring and scoring. We're now at a 1-point game here, and Bulldogs Gold find some light, find a reason to believe that they can stay in this one.
And Tiger 3 is going to try and give the attacking advantage for Broken Arrow. There is 6th demo of the series. Absolutely hungry for those demolitions. And Cullum off the wall, going to play defense now. The offensive presence, and Odin giving the Bulldogs Gold a little bit of help with that demolition, giving them time to drop back on the defensive reset.
Well, and I like that too, because it feels like Bulldogs Gold, they're trying to, and Broken Arrow team, they're both kind of taking each other's handbooks out of their hands, right? They're saying, all right, you can demo, so can we. All right, we'll come right back at you with it. And you like to see start of this tempo really start to equalize, but it's getting a little bit precarious here for Broken Arrow. That ball coming across the face of the goal and hit back to center field, and Bulldogs Gold will have to start from scratch again.
Tiger 3 with another demo in the corner, and Cullum had a brilliant save back there. Now he puts it through on attempting another snipe, and Simp playing a little bit of goalie here for Bulldogs Gold. They got to stop anything that comes in their way, and Turbsky, who put through the first one, trying to make something happen on the offense. Now Odin with a second chance right along the wall. You see Simp flying on in. Great way to stop Cullum's clear. That's going to center it up, but Tigers, his defensive hammer comes through yet again. And here comes Turbsky, almost punching through that tying goal.
And it's Turbsky that we're paying a lot of attention to, because Turbsky got the first and only goal right now for Bulldogs Gold. You think if faith is in any of these players, it's Turbsky, but look at Odin going for the shot as well. Odin with quite a bit of goals in game one, so a lot of these players from Bulldogs Gold are equipped to make this next point happen, to equalize the game. And another shot just barely misses. How long can Broken Arrows actually hold on to this?
They're doing the best they can. They got 1 minute left to take game number 2. The offensive pressure is just so suffocating here for Bulldogs Gold, though, as Cullum on the counterattack. We saw him on defense and punches it in from the mid-line and getting him a second hat trick. Cullum, great defense, turns into even better offense sometimes.
And you like to think that the closer you are to the goal, the higher efficiency the shot is. Well, Cullum's been nailing them from downfield again and again. He's like the Stephen Curry of Rocket League right now. From downtown, the Splash Brothers are out here tonight. Broken Arrow making the comeback for Bulldogs Gold all the more difficult with a 2-goal lead.
And here we go, Simp on the attacking side. Now, can Bulldogs Gold punch one more through and then pray for a half-field kicker? We got Cullum on here trying to play even more defense. Turbsky, can he punch it in? 13 seconds left. If you're Bulldogs Gold, you got to get something in now. 9 seconds remaining. Odin with the snipe, trying to pull out one of Cullum's moves, but Cullum is just an animal on both sides. Is he going to get another one? No, he's not, but Broken Arrow taking that one by the score of 3-1. Now Broken Arrow only needing 2 more games to clinch this state championship.
Oh my, yeah, you think of a best of 7 as a long series, something where it's going to really test the endurance of these players, but look at that, only 2 games away now for Broken Arrows off of 2 wins, and I will say this win looking more convincing, right? Broken Arrows, they gave up 3 goals of J High School in game number 1, but left them with only 1 goal, and that happened early on in the game. When you think about it, it feels like J High School need to find the rhythm, find some more momentum again after only 1 goal in the last game.
Yeah, and you got Cullum on Broken Arrow's side, back-to-back hat tricks. Absolute animal out there. And I think Bulldogs Gold, one of their biggest changes was they had a specified goalie in that first game, right? But it seemed like they were trying to get a little bit more going on offense. Unfortunately, unable to connect there. Let's see if they stick with that strategy going into game number 3.
Yeah, it's funny because even without that static defender, they still seem very competitive on the defensive side. They got a lot of stops to still hold Broken Arrow to 3 goals. And we're just taking flight to some of these great shots that came right under the crossbar, but it just narrowly let some of those goals in. So I don't imagine this still to be a sweep here, Skids. I see Bulldogs Gold coming in as a 7 seed and still making waves as they had in this tournament series. It just might take that extra point.
Yeah, I think that's going to be what happens here. We got the game number 3 about to queue up here, and this is one that Bulldogs Gold is going to have to try and sneak away. And when you're only down 1-2 in the series, if that's the case, honestly, that's so manageable.
Oh yeah, no, these games have actually been so close. That's the thing is for J High School that there are series out there where you're getting blown out. They're very commanding leads from your opponents, but so far we've seen them really stick at it. And it was actually halfway through game number 2 that the scoring started to die down. That's an indication that these teams are very equally matched. They've sort of found each other's strengths and weaknesses enough to play against them. And you might start to see this scoreline from both teams start to get lower and lower as this match becomes quite the brawl.
Yeah, you start to learn what works and what doesn't, what you need to change. Do you get a little bit dicey? It's going to be your last series of the season, so maybe you try something that you haven't before and you haven't really yet, but we're going to find out now what is going to happen with game number 3. Broken Arrow up 2-0, and the ball is already in Cullum's hands.
It is indeed. That's a dangerous thing. And one thing I do want to see out of Bulldogs Gold is maybe keep an eye out on Cullum. If you gotta, there's not really any double teaming here. I had the basketball reference earlier, but oh man, what double teaming is needed when you just have Odin on the goal line hopping up from the pass from Turbsky. Great play out of Bulldogs Gold.
Oh yeah, Odin and Turbsky, the 1-2 combo. We saw it last game and we see it yet again. Bulldogs Gold drawing first here. This happened in the game 1, so let's see if this time they can hold on to their lead, maybe even punch another one through here as Cullum coming in off the left-hand side. Seemingly unlimited boost as he plays those pads perfectly. And no luck there as Odin and Turbsky with a great little aerial connection. Can Odin punch it in? Unfortunately not, and now Cullum is just playing it slow as his teammate comes flying in to get in on the action.
Oh, I am, though, impressed by the defensive Bulldogs goal because Cullum, that's not the first kind of fake, saucy play. Oh, speaking of saucy, whoa! Turbsky just gets the goal as it's nearly saved.
Yeah, Turbsky sniping it in there, and you see Cullum frantically trying to make it over. He does actually make connection, but just too little, too late at Bulldogs Gold. We mentioned it before this game started that this is going to be their one. Super close series so far, and with a commanding lead just a minute into game number 3.
You can tell they are not backing down. Whatever clean slate, whatever strategizing this team did between games 2 and 3, clearly it's the strategy that's going to work for them. But Colum back on the ball here. A shot taker that will be denied by Bulldogs 4. A player who's gotten all kinds of physicality in demos, but hey, he can get the saves too.
Yeah, Bulldogs 4 in the goal yet again. This is a great time for it. Now you're up 2-0. So just tick away that clock and let the attacking front work their magic. But ball is still in the Bulldogs gold side here. It's been quite an attacking front here from Broken Arrow and from Colum, who is looking like he's a little bit more comfortable now, taking these aerials, taking these flips, and chipping it on over there. Great save to get it out. Is there going to be a punch back? No, looking like Turbsky flirting with disaster as he trickles that one out of the goal.
But this is dangerous. Colum off of the ceiling, looks for the ground pinch. It will bounce up. But there's that backboard defense from Turbsky. If you want to focus on one player defensively, it is Turbsky, because that player came so close to some immaculate saves in game 2, and now it's finally coming to fruition here in game 3. I've been very impressed by the reads that he's making on the offense right now, and he's going to save that again from the backboard. The ball gets away another time.
Turbsky absolutely dominant on both sides of the ball. Tigers 4 now with possession, and Turbsky back here on the offensive side. Odin with the demo. We haven't seen any demos yet so far this game. That's the first one. Gonna open it up for Turbsky, who's trying to make a move on in. Let's see if Turbsky or Odin is going to punch it on in as Odin flies through. Cannot connect, but that's okay as Turbsky with the defensive drop back.
And you see that defender still there for Bulldogs gold, but they may have some difficulty with a play like this. Colum takes from the ground to an air dribble and finishes off with a double tap.
Wow, and a beautiful play from the backboard. We've seen Colum get better and better as the games are going on. That being his best play yet, putting Broken Arrow on the scoreboard now. 2 minutes remaining, and Bulldogs gold hoping to hold on to this lead.
See how long they can hold on to it as it's beginning to whittle away. You're starting to see some of these plays by Colum. We've talked about it a lot, but really a lot of those plays are being facilitated by players like Tigers 4 and like Dab Pool, but unfortunately for them, they'll be absent on the defensive side. It's Turbsky to take a great shot from the wall.
Turbsky dropping that one in for the second goal of the game. He's hoping to get his hat trick on this one. 3-1 now for Bulldogs gold. Minute 42 left. This is exactly the attacking front that Bulldogs gold needed, scoring so far their most goals yet, as one almost comes in from Colum. That was a little half and half, and Turbsky on the counterattack. Is he going to get his hat trick right here? Colum on the epic save as Tigers 4 gets the demo on Turbsky.
Talk about redemption from Colum. Missed out on the one save against Turbsky on the counterattack, but this time he's able to recover quickly enough and keep Broken Arrow in this game. But still an uphill climb from this team, especially as Odin looking for a shot. Awkward up at the post from Colum, and it's finished out by who other than Turbsky.
Hats are now down on the ice as that is a hat trick for Turbsky. Knocking through his third, and Colum could not get the stop on that one. An absolute rocket coming in on the follow through. Bulldogs gold just has to hold on for another minute, looking so clean.
Now you think Bulldogs gold, they are certainly going to keep those defenders on the line for plays like this that are beginning to mount in. Well, you talked about cheeky plays, Skids. Here it is. Colum looking lethal in the air, but just drops it down and ever so slightly taps it in the net.
Yeah, taking it off of the backboard, off of the side post, rather, and then a nice little double bounce. Who's going to step up here for Broken Arrow to make some plays? Is it going to be Tigers 4, rather? Is it going to be Colum coming in off the arrow? He's trying for another backboard redirect, cannot get that one, and that opens the door for Odin. Wanted to punch in the second goal, and Turbsky just coming in and yoinking it. I don't know if that was coordinated, but it was beautiful regardless.
Well, you called them the 1-2 punch, and one way or another, they're gonna find those goals. There's the dynamic duo doing it again, and you look at the scoreboard. It's looking like a comfortable lead here as time's winding down in Game 3. Oh, I thought it was even a close one on there.
Oh, yeah, man, almost trickling in that 6th goal as Terpsky's just trying to keep punching them away. Terpsky and Odin have been absolutely dominant on the attacking front. Can Bulldogs 4 get it? Unfortunately, missing out on that save, and Tigers 4 punching through a little bit of a comeback story, maybe?
Could be. I mean, look at that timing as well from Tigers 4 on the shot right after the bounce. You can gather incredible amount of momentum upon the ball for a shot. What a hard one here, but still 20 seconds left on the clock. Colum wants to score this to put it within 1, but the miss off of the backboard could maybe give enough time for Bulldogs Gold to have this win. Single digits now from the clock. Colum looking for a shot, and he finds it off of the ground. We still got a game here in game number 3.
Colum, he realized that he didn't have a hat trick yet in game number 3, so he's like, okay, guys, I gotta keep the record going, gotta get this 100% hat trick, and punches another one through. Now, a 1-goal differential, 7 seconds left. Anything can happen here as Bulldogs Gold taking the opening kickoff. 3 seconds left. Colum's gonna try and dribble it in for the tiebreaker, but Terpsky, the hero save, and that is gonna clinch it for Bulldogs Gold. Terpsky on the attacking front and coming up huge on that final save to bring game number 3 to J High School.
J High School. They do it. They got a point. They got a win on the board. And really, it was Terpsky and Odin. We talked about him, that dynamic duo. Sometimes, I mentioned the Splash Brothers earlier, but really, it's just Terpsky and Odin. They are the team to do it today. Just making the goals happen. Really a team effort for J High School to stay in this game. And now we're not looking at a sweep here, Skids. We're looking at going potentially the full distance, which we were hoping for in a best of 7.
Oh, yeah, they brought it back in here. Now only down 1 game. This is where they gather the momentum. They got some great work on offense and a little bit of defensive pressure because Broken Arrow was in the attacking side for a long period of time there. But to just stop it for as much as they did was pretty impressive.
Very impressive indeed. And again, talking about the Splash Brothers, but we have an interesting brothers story for you here before we get into the next game. Evan and Jay Halberg. They're 2 brothers who attended Punnagunset High School in Rhode Island. Through opportunities afforded by Special Olympics Unified Champion Schools, Evan and Jay were able to build a stronger connection, not just at school, but at home and in their daily lives. Let's check out the video message about that.
Penguin? Patriots. Patriots, there we go. Yeah. Jason loves sports. Yeah, Jay loves Patriots. Who you like? Gronk? Say it. Gronk. Everyone's curious, living with a person with, disabilities, how daily life is, and I say, I don't know, just it's normal.
You good? All right. Have a good day. All right? Be a good boy, right?
I am.
I know you are.
It's like a normal brother relationship. We fight a lot, and we also have great moments together. It's great. It's life.
I think that when you talk about Evan and Jay, you talk about, they're really one person here. It's not Evan, it's not Jay, it's Evan and Jay.
Jay's just a big ball of joy.
A student who typically you wouldn't hear much communication from, but when you do hear it from him, you feel it. He greets you in the morning when you walk in. He wants to get up and make sure everybody's smiling and having a good time. So he may go by you, tap you on the shoulder, he may make a silly face.
Who's on your basketball team?
Evan.
Evan. Who's he again? My brother?
I'm a brother.
My brother.
Evan and Jay are instrumental in our inclusion movement. Evan Hallberg alone is the dream for a teacher.
Programs like TOPS, Special Olympics, and most recently Unified Sports have provided a foundation for individuals of all abilities to express themselves and succeed in society.
You don't really know until you're up there, and that your heart's pounding knowing that you have to give this 1.5-page long speech in front of everyone.
I know that when I graduate from high school, I will miss the times I've spent with my brother. Even the little things, like car rides at school, with the radio booming and him dancing in the backseat.
I started sobbing a little bit, and then Jay put his arm around me, and then after that I knew I was kind of done. But I remember that I'm talking in front of the entire school and I'm on TV, so I had to keep going. Making a contribution to a huge movement is the biggest thing anyone can really do. It feels humbling.
For this is why I choose to include. Thank you.
I'm gonna cry. Through sports like Unified, I can trust everyone to protect my brother because they know that he's no different than anyone else. Brings no greater joy. Yeah.
Wow, Evan and Jay are just a phenomenal example of the opportunities that the Special Olympics Unified Schools can provide. That was a touching story. I mean, Pyro, I was getting a little emotional there during the break.
Yeah, we've hit some peaks and valleys here in terms of emotional energy here. Some incredible shots in this competition and then some more down-to-earth moments. And it's incredible the way that Unified Esports has been able to promote the social inclusion and just the empowerment among all students. And well, we're seeing quite the empowering story come out here on the field tonight as well, especially from Jay High School. The Bulldogs Gold here, Skids, are getting back into the series. They just came off of a win here in Game 3, the best of 7.
They came out early and they did not stop in Game 3. They're putting up 5 goals, including 4 of them from their absolute striker. And then we are going to see them try to tie it up here in the series 2-2. And Turbsky, the absolute man of the hour, with the ball already.
Oh, yeah, you got to keep an eye out for Turbsky finishing plays, letting Odin tee him up. And oh, look at this one teed up as well. Odin and Turbsky looking at this one. And well, D-Simp keeping it in play as well. A team effort from Bulldogs Gold here to hold on to their possession.
Bulldogs Gold wanting to tie this up here as Tigers 3 with another demo, number 10 for the series. He was a little bit quiet in that last one, bringing it on in now. Let's see if Odin can get this one past half court into the attacking front. See Cullum on the defense. Gets a chip there, knocking Odin off of their trajectory. And Turbsky ready to roll. He's got the ball in his sights, but so does Cullum, bringing it on up there. Great defensive save there from Simp, who we saw with some great saves on the last front. And Odin, can he get the strike here? No, just a little bit to the right.
Seen that kind of play develop a lot here in this series where Broken Arrows, they're kind of sending everybody for the shots, and well, they better send everyone for this defensive play as well because it's so difficult to get past Turbsky's great shots.
There he is yet again. We knew he was going to come out and get a goal early. We didn't know it would be this soon. 3:50 left in this match number 4. Broken Arrow wanting to respond. They came out pretty strong there in the last little bit of Game 3. Can they get that momentum back here?
You can tell they're certainly going to try, but they're still stifled here. The Broken Arrows are at least on their defensive end. Can they mount another attack? It's coming off of the wall. D-Simp, a booming clear downfield, but Cullum in his comfort zone from all the way downtown looks for another. It is broken up. You will see Broken Arrows continue to try and get these plays on offense. Like that from Dab Pull as well, getting involved, but one thing they have to be careful of is don't overcommit, because they have been a bit absent on the defensive end just in this play as well.
Odin on the strike here. Oh, lofted it up to Turbsky there, but Cullum, phenomenal defense, and let's see how he can counter it. He didn't get the flip reset there, almost the redirect, still on the attacking front, inside there, Cullum knocks it through with another aerial goal. He's loving those backboard plays today.
Feels like Cullum is in free play with the amount of boost he has, just picking up containers and pads everywhere he goes, and exquisite play there. Great read on the double tap. Bulldogs Gold doing their best to stifle it, but instead you see an equalizer, and immediately the lead is gathered. It's going to be Dabpool with a huge go-ahead goal.
Dabpool with that kickoff. Looks like Bulldogs Gold was trying to get the boost. They didn't want Colton to snake up any of it, and so unfortunately leaving the goal there for Pool to knock it through, and Broken Arrow back into the lead for the first time since game number 2.
It has been a while since they've been on top, and surely it feels good for them, but they can't get too comfortable. Look at Bulldogs Gold already throwing shots, a hard one off of the backboard there, gonna careen down the sideline, and you see Turbsky back at it here, working the defensive line, even maybe looking for some bumps or demos, but get the ball, sky its way, pass towards the other side. Cullum trying to read this. Turbsky is in front to dissipate the attack for now.
Yeah, Pool on the strike here. 2 shots, one of them knocking its way through. Cullum trying to keep it in the attacking front, and Simp is trying to do the opposite, clearing it on out here as Turbsky cannot connect. Ball is right in the middle there, such a dangerous spot, and Bulldogs Gold able to recover just in time for Tiger 3 to get the demo and the numbers advantage on the offense. But Turbsky, picking up that full boost. This could be huge. Who is it going to be, him or Cullum? Oh, knocking it right on in there. And Simp almost able to connect, but fantastic positioning there for Cullum.
Indeed, working that goal line and coming back from coast to coast. Cullum's able to do it again. Broken Arrows really rising up here in game 4.
Cullum does it all. We are talking about him on the defense. We're talking about him on the offense. And he punched in yet another one. Will Cullum go 4 for 4 on these hat tricks? I guess we'll just have to find out.
Yeah, but I am also loving the way that Tigers 3 and Dabpool have been able to facilitate some of these plays. We've already seen a goal from Dabpool here. We're seeing how they're able to get engaged on the full offensive, and you can tell this is a unit that knows how to coordinate on the field and play all kinds of roles. Cullum hoping to anticipate yet another attack from Bulldogs Gold. Don't count them out of this game just yet. We may be coming up on that final minute. You can tell Bulldogs Gold, they certainly want to tie this series up at 2-2 with a win.
Turbsky flying everywhere around here. Turbsky and Odin both are just absolute dominating on that offense. We do get the demo here from Tigers 3, who is providing some excellent defense, and Simp, another one who has been dominating here, comes in with another demo to equalize it.
Here's this chance now. Odin downfield does get demoed by Tigers 3. I mean, how are Bulldogs supposed to score when they're getting eviscerated off of the field again and again, just deleted off of the track?
We saw some last-second goals last game. Can Cullum knock one through here, or is Bulldogs Gold going to come through on the counter? Simp, great touch to Turbsky, who's able to fully knock it out here. Cullum flying on in. Can Simp play the goal? Cullum sneaks it past him for the hat trick in game number 4, and that may be just a little bit too much for Broken Arrow, or for Bulldogs Gold to come back from.
Oh man, Cullum have to highlight that shot just because I don't think any other player realizes that Cullum still has that extra flip there, and just to be able to read the trajectory of the ball and control your car for that extra dodge. What an exquisite effort. Broken Arrows, they find their lead back. They find their rhythm again, and they find a 2-win lead here. Cullum, why not cap it off with another? Dabpool had him on the support as well, and a 5-1 win for Broken Arrows.
Cullum with the icing on the cake there. Broken Arrow coming out strong on all of the fronts. Cullum on the attacking side, and Tigers 3 pulling out the demos as well. Poole even getting in there on the goal with 4 shots, it's looking like there as well. Everyone looking really solid there, and Broken Arrow now 1 game away from clinching this championship.
1 game away, match point from the championship run. It's been such an impressive run as well from Broken Arrow in general. I mean, you're talking about a 4 seed who in the semifinals took down the 1 seed to get here to the championship. Like we said, if they took down the top dog, you have the mentality of you can take on anybody, and you can see that confidence really exude from this team. But of course, you can't count out Bulldogs gold just yet. We've seen them come back in the series before, Skids. They're surely able to mount it again.
Oh, they are not going to go away anytime soon. 1 more victory for Broken Arrow is going to do it for this event here. Now, the Special Olympics offering some great programming here in Special Olympics Unified East Tournament. But on top of that, we have Unified Talks, which are for the Unified Generation by the Unified Generation. Hosted by youth leaders from all across the country, each video discusses a theme that is at the core of Special Olympics Unified Champion schools. Learn from your peers through different activities and calls to action. In this episode of Unified Talks, Taja introduces us to the concept of what it means to feel a sense of belonging. She shows us how it feels like she belongs and how she helps others feel the same. Be sure to continue connecting with us after today by joining the Unified Classroom found on generationunified.org.
2020 has been tough, but we are tougher.
The reason why I belong on this basketball court is because I am able to make new friends. And this is the first sport that I ever played with Special Olympics Unified Champion schools.
I belong here at my home because this is where my family is, and this is where I have found my love and acceptance.
So the reason why I belong at this job, because I am able to help and reach my community in every different way and form. Each Thursday and Wednesday, we are out here serving food, giving out food to our community, and this is a place where I feel like I belong.
Tasha doesn't do it.
Be quiet!
Finally, I belong here at this computer with all of you. This computer hosts our new online community for the Unified Generation. I'm Tasha, a former youth ambassador for Special Olympics Unified Champion schools. If you're not familiar with Unified, head to generationunified.org after this video to learn more. Our community is a place where we can truly learn how to love and take care of ourselves and one another. A place where we can learn how to feel empowered and work as a team. A place where we all can feel welcome, appreciated, and connected. A place where we all belong. Tune in to discover new skills, topics, and how-tos. Also, check out the extra resources, activities, and links that pop up and that are listed below. There's also a great video like our Inclusion Weekly series. These videos are a great way to learn about how you can create and feel a sense of belonging in the Unified Champion schools. So what do you think the theme of this talk is? If you said belonging, you are right. Belonging means you feel welcome in a particular group, you feel respected, accepted, and supported. Do you belong to our YouTube channel yet? Click the link below to subscribe. It's really important that we all feel like and know we belong to our groups. Belonging makes us feel confident and respected. When we feel this way, we become motivated and we also make new friends. We have been apart a lot this year, but there are easy ways to make sure we still feel connected and that we belong. I have a few tricks up my sleeves for ways to do this. First, apps I use to keep in touch with my friends. It's fun and it's simple. But my favorite thing to do is pick up my phone and call people. It feels good to belong, but it also feels good to make sure that others know that they belong too. Hey, how you doing? I just wanted to call and check up on you. Oh, hey, I just wanted to call you and tell you that I love you so much and wanted to check up on you and see how have you been.
Oh, hi, I love you too so much.
I just wanted to see how everything was going.
Oh man, wow, this is so awesome that you called.
Yes, ma'am. I just think it's very important for us to stay in contact with one another since we're going through these difficult times now.
Oh, absolutely. It's all right. I'll see you later, okay?
Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you too, bro.
If you need to take a second to call someone important to you right now, I totally get it. It's important that we check in on our teammates, friends, and family, especially now. It's important that we make all people feel welcome. We all have differences, and that's cool. But one thing we definitely have in common is the need to feel like we belong. So, let's get to work. Let's welcome people into our new online unified generation community. Let's call our friends and catch up. Let's make sure the places we love and are more inviting and welcoming to all kinds of people. Let's make this world a place that we want to belong. Here's my challenge to you. First, subscribe to our channel now and invite some of your friends to our new community, to Generation Unified. Then give a shout out in the comments below to someone that always makes you feel like you belong. Teachers, this is for you. Have classmates connect and get to know one another better. Have students complete the instant selfie doc and use word, images, and emojis that represent what they have learned. For all you at home, reach out to somebody and remind them that they belong in your life. Fill out the check-in card and post on Instagram. Tag them and don't forget to tag us. Use the hashtag Unified Generation. Thanks for tuning in to Unified Talks. See you next time, Unified Generation.
There from Taja, and brilliant stuff that is going on in that Unified Talk series. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Now, today's action, Broken Arrow is one game away from clinching this series right here, up 3-1. But if Bulldogs Gold plays like they did in game number 3, we can see this game going back the other way.
I could see it. I could see it coming back. Tasha talked all about belonging, and I feel like the Bulldogs Gold, they belong in this series still for another game or two more, okay? This is a team that knows how to come back when it's needed, to get back into action when it is possible. They've been relying on players like Odin, especially, to tee up some of the plays for their teammates, and it's all about that coordination. It's all about the team play, the belonging, that sense is what's going to send them further in this series. But with match point on the line here for Broken Arrow, they can win it all here. We're on to game number 5.
Broken Arrow in the white, Bulldogs Gold in the orange. We see Cullum yet again coming in on the defensive push here, and it looks like Tigers 3 and 4 are going to be helping out there for Broken Arrow. Tiger 3 rocking 13 demos, make that 14 so far in this series, playing just a dominator role on the defensive front.
Sometimes that's what it takes to keep the ball game close, but Cullum spies a gap in the defensive Bulldogs Gold, which is quickly closed, and Turbsky with the follow. There's a good flick. Cullum there to save it, and look at Tigers 3, another demolition, keeping Bulldogs Gold at bay.
Simp 4 had some great defensive presence in that last game. Can he do it again as Kryptonix getting pushed around in the back there? Tiger 3 tried to get the demo, must have run out of boost there, but we did see Simp get one, and now Kryptonix with a great centering there, and Simp pushing it through. That was about as brilliant as you could have it.
So coordinated and resilient as well from Kryptonix, coming off and getting bumped on his own goal line to setting up a play like that. We talked all about coordination and how important a role like that would play in this game, and Hey, Bulldogs Gold, they hurt us, and they're ready to show that in the best way possible here in Game 5.
Now Cullum back in it, trying to punch it through, and just over Simp. Cullum flossing his way into the goal, tying it up now. Broken Arrow with their first.
Something's broken about that play, I think, kids, because how do you keep the ball in the air for that long? That is just incredibly impressive from Cullum, keeping this Broken Arrows team in the game. And what is this? A pinch off of the kickoff?
That was so clean. Here we got Kryptonix and Termsky with precision accuracy in the bottom right corner. That's about as well as you could time it up there.
87 miles per hour. That was a zinger, folks. You are not going to see a quicker shot than that unless they can somehow tee that up again. Termsky from Bulldogs Gold is going to be taken out of the game there for a moment. Oh my goodness. Demo after demo. Termsky never saw the light of day because Tigers got him on 2 occasions.
It's a battlefield out here. Everyone is just getting blown to bits. And Cullum finds a way to capitalize in the open net. Broken Arrow punching in their second with 3.5 left in this game. Number 5, Kryptonix off of the kickoff. And Cullum says, no. I gave you the last one. You're not going to get this kickoff goal.
They're going to have to pinch it and take the ball to extraterrestrial speeds if they want to get it past Cullum. That's what Cullum is trying to fend off as a defensive unit. But look at D-Simp all the way across the field. A banger off of the ceiling and a setup there in the infield. Cullum takes it away, but Termsky rounding the bend here and looking for another touch on this ball. Goes for the challenge. It gets past 2. Now 1 defender left as Cullum moves it there to the infield, but there's a bump, a team bump on Broken Arrows, and it's going to be hard for them to get the ball back after that.
Cullum flying over everywhere, and Tigers keeping the offense and defense together with that demo. Simp coming back from the demo in a great position there, getting the stop here, and Cullum off the crossbar, getting dinked out from Kryptonix, swinging out to the left side. Let's see if Bulldogs Gold can get some attacking front here as it is back in, and Cullum off the backboard twice, but cannot get the second one to go through.
And Tigers 3 so close on the follow-up there. You can tell Cullum was like, I'm setting it up, and so close. They can get that coordination, that chemistry rolling just a little bit more. They can find this go-ahead goal. But surely Bulldogs Gold, they want to send this thing around, and especially with this recent substitution of Kryptonix, that's a player that I've been keeping my eye on. Set up the very first goal from Bulldogs Gold and hasn't seemed to sleep on any play since then.
Don't know if you saw this one in the corner there, but Tiger 3 just clocked himself an extermination medal for his 7th demolition in this match so far. He has been everywhere, just 1 goal on his mind, and I am all for it.
An inspiration to us all, truly committing to that role. But D-Simp says, you know what my role is? Getting the lead for my team. Bulldogs Gold get the lead back off of a tee up from Termsky and a finish from D-Simp.
That persistence from D-Simp is just beautifully done there to just punch it through, even though the stop was in his face. Bulldogs Gold now with the lead. Can D-Simp double it? He does. That's a second kickoff goal for Bulldogs Gold here. And if you're Broken Arrow, you got to think, maybe we'll put someone in the middle here next time.
That would be a proper strategy there, but D-Simp, how do you even stop him? Could be off of the kickoff, could be off of the play we saw before that. This player's got a hat trick, and I don't see any signs of slowing down yet. Tigers 3 there on the goal line of his opponent's net, trying to break up the defense, get the goalies out, but the shot hasn't come yet. And yet, a very important word there, because here comes Cullum, broken up by D-Simp. Kryptonix on the next play to turn it around for Bulldogs Gold.
Now Termsky punching it through. Can they get another goal to ice this win here? D-Simp not going to let it come into their defensive half. He's been playing great defense as well as this hat trick. And now Cullum, who's been a little bit quieter this game, bringing it from around the corner. Great centering. Can they punch it in? Just a little bit out of position. And that allows Termsky to wall ride. And D-Simp with the demo, clearing a player out. But Cullum in the goal still. Now on the counterattack, trying to take it in through the air, but D-Simp says no and grabbing a stop here.
Thing you'll tell about this game is it's very offensively inclined. We're not seeing any of those static goalies and those defenders sticking to their role. No, every player on the field right now playing an offensive type, but without 2 goals here from Broken Arrows, we don't know if they're gonna find this win down to single digits. Can they find something here? Column past 1, but time's gonna wear thin before we see a different outcome in this game 4. We will see that goal in from Tigers 4, which is a big one, but it's not enough. In J High School, the Bulldogs Gold will find the win.
Yeah, now still alive here. 2 series wins here for Bulldogs Gold out of J High School. They looked really, really well that game. The offensive pressure from Simp was just too overwhelming after he swung from the defense. He was just playing both sides of the ball perfectly there.
Oh, incredibly so. And even Kryptonics, right? D-Simp, great defensive play, but I think Kryptonics being able to evade some demos, avoid some physicality, which looks almost impossible when you have the Tigers 3-player getting a evisceration. What was that? An extermination.
Extermination.
That last game. And they both make sense in that regard. But I mean, what a play, a sign and a show of resiliency from J High School to stay in this series. Skids, we're still going here. You need 4 wins in this competition to get that championship title, and it's 2 for J High School and 3 for Broken Arrow.
I'm over here hoping for a game number 7 because that is nothing but pure electricity. I can't imagine how a game 7 would go with how close knitted these two have been so far. It's been what one or 2 goals differential through the entirety of this series. So I mean, we talked about after Broken Arrow picked up those first 2, Bulldogs Gold was nowhere near out of it, and you see it now as they pick up their 2nd win.
Well, of course these games are close, right? You have 2 Titan topplers here in the championship. The 1 seed being taken down by Broken Arrow. The 2 seed getting taken down from J High School. They're the Titans now. And what happens when you put an unstoppable force against an immovable object? You get a series like this. It is as close as it could be. J High School so close to bringing it to game 7, but you know, Skids, what is it going to take? What is it going to take for Bulldogs Gold? What are those keys to victory to really bring this to a decision, really get to Champions Field?
Yeah, I think that those kickoff goals were absolutely phenomenal for them. I mean, those were great ways to trickle on through. So if they can knock through 1 or 2 more of those, if not, keep the ball in the attacking side like they have been, just the overwhelming offensive attack is going to be phenomenal for them, which is what Broken Arrow just did, and they punched through the first goal of this game, number 6. Cullum, who else but him to knock it through?
There you go, 1 for Broken Arrows. There tends to be quite a bit of volatility at the very start of the game. You're still getting your team reset. Off of the kickoff, there's no concrete rotation on the defensive end, so that is really the best chance for a team to take another by surprise. And Colum does that at the start of this great game. A great tone setter for Broken Arrows to maybe get the victory in the championship here in game 6.
Yeah, you see Poole back in the lineup now for Broken Arrow, who in game number 4 punched through a crucial goal to get the win there for Broken Arrow. So let's see what he can do on the offensive front. And another Kryptonics, who's been a powerhouse. Great little loft up there, but even better save here from Cullum and Broken Arrow. This is the attacking front that we wanted to see. Turbsky taking it down out of the air, allowing Cullum a great defensive stop there and snipe with back into Bulldogs Gold defending half.
Tigers forward trying to round this bend. It's a great touch towards the side, but it is pulled out by Bulldogs Gold. They're trying to find that equalizer one way or another. Turbsky hitting it into a dangerous position. Here it comes off of the backboard again. Will there be an impending shot? No, Turbsky finds a bit of a break there, but they are clumped up in the corner. You see all players of Bulldogs Gold kind of hanging out in the same spot. Not a good sign when you want that positioning to have a lot of range across the field and be able to play that ball wherever it lies.
And the ball has been in this side of the field for the majority of these first 2 minutes, but that allows Simp to get the breakaway goal, and that's what Bulldogs Gold needed. These breakaway goals, these counter plays, and Simp has done a phenomenal job of that, putting another one through, and that's going to tie us up here in Game 6.
Kryptonics with the assist, playing to the kryptonite of Broken Arrows. How many times have we seen a lack of possession or players on their own goal line? A lot of breakaway goals coming out for Bulldogs Gold, and they have certainly been able to identify that weakness of Broken Arrows and take advantage of it. There they go, tying up the game. Hoping to hold on to that or at least find another goal, but that was Colum in the goal line and looking for maybe another touch off of the backboard here, but it will go by the wayside.
Colum in full form now, totally warmed up, trying to punch another one through, and we got a rule one here. Oh, they push it off there as they try and make it out, but you just love to see that out here on the pitch any chance you get.
Yeah, the players just got to locking wheels, locking cars, and typically they stick around there. That's called Roll 1 here in Rocket League, but a little breaking of the rolls here in this game, and oh no, almost another opportunity. Broken Arrows, they've got to find a little bit of composure here. When it's match point, there tends to be a little bit of pressure on the play, and that ends up in plays like that just narrowly missing the mark.
This defense is phenomenal here from Bulldogs Gold. Absolutely electric. They're stopping so much from Broken Arrow. A lot of shots are being attempted, but here we go. D-Simp, another one there, but you got Kryptonics on the follow-up. You got 2 or 3 that are stacked there on the defensive side, so nothing can get through this stone wall. But Cullum finds a way, and I guess I just caster cursed it, because as I say that, he's flying in from midfield to punch through goal number 2 for Broken Arrow.
And it was that first touch that was just vital for Colum to set up the next play. It's a very underrated component of Rocket League, but that first touch, how you actually position yourself after the first hit, so important. And you can see that for Colum. He tees it up right in front of the net for a pretty simple second touch. It looks rudimentary, but really, it is very well strategized, and as Colum trying to strategize for his team to set up another play with a pass on the back line, but it goes unexecuted upon and might set up something else for Bulldogs Gold.
1 minute and 15 seconds left for Broken Arrow to claim the inaugural championship here for Rocket League. Up 2-1 in the game, 3-2 in the series. Let's see Turbsky on the counter here. Can he punch it through? Colum gets the stop and the follow through from Sip. Ties the game up in Bulldogs Gold. Says we are not going anywhere.
Oh, nowhere but their opponent's net. Yet another gold D-Simp all over every single play. Bulldogs Gold, they are a team of resiliency, and just when you think they're counting out of the game, they get right back in it. So there it is, folks. 1 minute remaining. Bulldogs Gold, they need this win to take it to Game 7, but something like that from Colum may go against that narrative.
Colum's will not let this one slip away. He wants it, and his team wants it as much as anyone else. Broken Arrow, the 4 seed, coming out on the top side of the bracket. 3-2 in both the series and the goal lead. They ended up stopping that kickoff goal, doing a great job of that as opposed to what was happening in game number 5, where they slipped through a couple there. Now Simp and Turbsky, the dynamic duo, trying to make something on defense, but Colum slipping one through the cracks for an extra goal.
Turbsky and D-Simp, they've been so consistent in this competition, but in all fairness, that was a miscue on the play. Couldn't get the touch on the wall, and then D-Simp laying it up for their opponents to pounce right on it. Mistakes like that, brought about by Bulldogs Gold. Of course, Broken Arrows are going to try to take advantage. Half a minute remaining. Turbsky downfield, looking for a goal that can put them in action. They're just moments away, though, for Broken Arrows of taking this championship.
Poole on the attacking front, and Turbsky with the counter. 20 seconds left. They got to get something now. Simp absolutely dangerous, and Turbsky getting the demo, giving them a numbers advantage here, but Colum bringing the ball in on the attacking front for them. Here we go, Turbsky and Kryptonic coming out of the corner. It's now, you gotta punch it in. They're trying the best with no. That's gonna be a clear out here for Broken Arrow and Cullum. Now ball on the ground is gonna call it, and there we have it. Broken Arrow High School taking your championship by a series lead of 4-2.
The Unified East champions here on the Play versus broadcast are Broken Arrow High School. Congratulations to those players. We had Column, we had Dabpool, Tiger 3, Tiger 4, everybody coming out on this squad to make it happen, winning in Game 6. And oh, what a path they have taken. The 4 seed, they took down the 1 seed, and like we said, who else could they not beat? They fight it here in the finals.
That was brilliantly executed from all of them. And everyone on J High School did a phenomenal job as well. Bulldogs Gold was fighting until the very, very end there with players like Simp, Odin, Turbsky, Kryptonics. All of them were just kicking it super well. Congratulations to you guys. So close, but a second place finish in your inaugural season is nothing to be ashamed of. Plus, you guys got a little bit of Rocket League still left to go.
That's right. Yeah, all kinds of still Rocket League to play. We know J High School is going to be in that 2022 USA Games esports competition. So they're still going places over there. And like you said, second place is nothing to shy away from. So great competition, but Broken Arrow are your champions.
Broken Arrow clinching this one here from Skids and Pyro. We have been your catchers here for this Play versus Unified East Championship. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and thank you so much to Special Olympics Unified organization for helping us put this on. We will see you guys in the next one.